Hey, good morning, my beautiful friends, my inner circle, my empire builders. It's been a minute since I've gone live, so I thought we would talk a little bit about what's going on in the world and society and things like that. And first of all, I want you to know that I am not here to give you any medical advice whatsoever, because that is not my area of expertise. And that is going to kind of emphasize my very first point is that please make sure you are getting your advice from people who are qualified to speak about the topic. And it's not your favorite social media expert. It's not me. It's not your favorite boss lady. It's not your essential oils person. And it's not a meme you saw on Facebook that said, oh, a doctor posted this. Or here's an image of something I took at a doctor's office. No. When you get your information, as always, please make sure you can trace it to a legitimate, legal, qualified source of information before you believe it, before you talk about it, and before you spread it. That, I think, is the biggest challenge I see going on right now. It's not the actual medical issue that the world is having. It's our reaction to it and our emotional state as a result. So this is a good time for you to practice not overreacting. I saw a really great quote the other day. It says, when you win, don't cheer or brag too loudly. And when you fail or when you lose, cry softly. And this is one of those areas where we have to, quote unquote, cry softly. In other words, be smart about things, but don't overreact to things. Look at the facts of something. Don't look at the hype of something. And again, I cannot emphasize enough, please make sure you get your medical information from qualified people, not from Facebook memes. Social media has a way of amplifying everything good and amplifying everything bad. And obviously, there's a lot of bad information around out there, but I'm assuming since you're part of this inner circle, since you're part of this Facebook group, that you have a level head and that you know not to believe hypes and lies. We can get some of our information from politicians, but you know what? Oftentimes, they are just as ignorant as we are. We live in a day and age where we can get information directly from the source and a lot faster and share it a lot faster than most people. So I don't necessarily rely on my elected officials to tell me the state of the world. And I definitely don't rely on people who have authority in other fields to tell me and give me advice in a medical field. So again, your local social media expert, your Facebook ads guru, the lady who's your female business coach, someone who you highly respect online, they are probably sharing information they saw or they heard someplace else. And I've seen several cases of this, of a boss lady or a boss babe or a guy who has, a Facebook following of a few million people giving out advice. And because that person is a trusted authority on one topic, people are taking what they are saying in the medical world and the memes they're sharing as trusted advice in, something having to do with your health. And they are not the expert. The doctors are the experts in here. The CDC is the experts in here. Your medical professionals, nurses, doctors, those people are the medical professionals. So please just make sure you stay focused on that information. When it comes to your business of an area that I do happen to have some expertise in, make sure that you are able to be a very flexible and mobile business. If you work out of an office, make sure you have the resources either online or in your home office or some way, one way or another, to get access to the things you need at the office. Do you have files on a local hard drive at the office? Get those files into Dropbox. Get those files into iCloud. Get those files into OneDrive as soon as possible. Make sure things are backed up. I have no idea what the future holds, but just be a smart entrepreneur. Just be a smart human being. Just be a smart business owner. Think of in terms of, every part of us, every part of the world has natural disasters, okay? I live in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, we have tornadoes. We are in Tornado Alley. And for a while now, I've thought about, what to do when we have a tornado. What do we do for food? What do we do for water? Things like that. I don't overreact. I don't jump to conclusions. I don't go into paranoia mode. I just do things smartly. And I just want to really emphasize for you to do that, especially in your business. Let's assume that assume for a while that you may only have you have a month or two, you have a month or two and you're stuck at home and you can't go out. Would you be able to run your business, get your bills, collect, pay your bills, collect revenue, get that revenue into the bank? Let's say for some reason you get checks you run your business out of your house and you get checks at home. Make sure that remote deposit ability is set up on your mobile device, things like that. For those of you who have to deal with a physical brick and mortar business, I'm going to say I'm not an expert there. I don't have a lot of advice there. However, if you're someone who maybe needs to get into the world of shipping, this may be the time to do it right now. If you've thought about getting into e-commerce, maybe now is the time to get into e-commerce and start shipping your stuff from your house if you need to. Maybe you can get into drop shipping and make sure that you have business, that you have business backups, the ability to do other things. Again, just take some time and think about how you are going to run your life if for some reason you are locked down someplace. That was my only advice today. Focus on getting your information from business professionals. When you see BS online, please don't reshare it. As a matter of fact, one of the worst things I think we do online is we find crap online and we share it and say, oh, I cannot believe someone would do this. Well, you know what? That gives attention to it. So don't give attention to stupid people. Don't give attention to stupid advice, even if you want to call it stupid. That is one of my weaknesses, is I see people say stupid stuff online and I want to reshare it with my own social media and say, hey, look at what this stupid person's talking about. Look at this stupid person who thinks these 3 essential oils is going to stave off getting the corona or the COVID epidemic. And I have to sit on my hands oftentimes and not share those things. I saw one yesterday. Somebody was in one of the e-commerce stores I'm part of. I think it was a Shopify store or a drop shipping store, where they made these really cool, fashionable face masks with some of the Disney characters and stuff on it. And they were like, look, this person somebody else was like, look, this person came up with a cool way to prevent the disease from getting on you, and they're cool and they're rewashable and they're fashionable. And I was like, I'm not a medical professional, but I know that a piece of cloth with some rubber bands around it with Mickey's face on it is not hypoallergenic. It's not in any way designed to prevent any disease from getting into your nose, your mouth, and your lungs. So, you know what? Someone is trying to profit off of this. Do not buy these and think that you have any protection more than putting your shirt over your mouth. So we got people like that are going to try and take advantage of us also. Be smart. I love every single one of you. And if you have any particular advice from a medical professional or something that you are doing in your business in this time where things may change pretty fast, I would love to hear your comments below. Please comment below with your own video or some comments as to a link or just your thoughts on this. Because I think, if we kind of all think about this and work on this together, we can keep ourselves pretty calm. Okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.